All right, welcome to Rapid Fire Manufacturing. Today I'm joined by Nick Goellner. He's the VP of Sales and Marketing at AME and Henning. He's the co-host of Making Chips podcast. He's all about equipping and inspiring manufacturing leaders. He's got a wealth of knowledge and experience of workholding, machine tools, and marketing in the industry. Nick, thank you so much for joining.
Thanks, David. That's a nice introduction. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. I did see you on the big stage at IMTS, so great job up there. You were with Mike
Thanks.
Payne. I think Chris Lukey was up there, maybe Paul as well.
Yeah, we were up there a few times. It's awesome to do that. We love the team at IMTS for putting us up there, and we do our best to equip and inspire. But when you're on stage, you have like all these speakers bouncing off all the walls at the McCormick place, and so you can't really. It's very echoey, and you're trying to hear what the person's saying, and you're looking right at them and trying to focus. And it was funny for us because we're like, "Hey, I think you asked this question. I think you said this," but
Yeah.
the stage audio was a trip.
So, yeah, reading lips just to try to respond to what you think they said.
Yeah. Podcasting's an adventure. So sometimes you're live on stage and still trying to record a podcast, and it's a lot of fun. But look at you, man. You've done a lot of these. You've got like probably 10 of them that I've seen, I feel like. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm working on it. It's
I like the short, rapid fire style that you got going on. That's awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, let's jump in here. So, as someone who's been involved with work holding and machine tool solutions, how do you see advancements in these areas driving productivity on the shop floor?
Yeah, so we look at automation through the lens of work holding at our company. And so, when someone wants to improve their setup time, maybe it's quick change fixturing, or maybe it's utilizing the entire working envelope of the machine tool, fixturing can really help with that. But once you've got everything that you've got in terms of gains, you're using the whole envelope, you're maximizing the space you have in your machine, your setup from job to job is really quick. Well, how do you get progress from there? And that's the automating of the loading of the work holding into the machine. Either they're loading the work piece into like an automatic vise and tending the machine would be the way we say that, or loading a new pallet or a new like a new tombstone or a new pallet, delivering that to the machine. And so you got to maximize your work holding first, but then you got to automate the loading of the machine. So when you're at home sleeping, your machine is making you money, lights out.
That's I don't think there's anything better than that, right?
Yeah, I mean that's the goal, right?
Yeah. Now, so you've seen firsthand like how marketing impacts manufacturing companies. What's one strategy you think more shops should adapt to boost visibility and customer engagement?
Well, I come through the lens of a product manufacturer. A lot of the shops out there are contract manufacturers. They're selling machine time, making parts for other people. When you have a product, what I'm about to say would apply. One of the best things we've done in terms of content marketing isn't necessarily like writing articles or blogs or guides or things like that, but the content that was so valuable in our strategy was CAD models. Putting free CAD models available on our website. So if somebody's trying to design their fixture or improve their setup in some way, they can download CAD from our website for maybe a tombstone or a work holding component or whatever, and they can apply it into their SolidWorks or whatever CAD system they're using and concept the whole thing virtually. And then when it comes time to pull the trigger and buy the supplies for whatever they concepted, we have such a great foot in the door because we were the ones who offered that content for free. We saved them a lot of time trying to model it up themselves. They were able to download it, apply it into their assembly or whatever, and rock and roll from there.
No, that's very cool. So if a company is able to do something similar that I guess gets their foot in the door by offering something that increases visibility, it's drawing people in like, hey, let's download this. Now you're already essentially in the door.
Yeah, you're spec'd in.
Facility.
I mean, when it comes time to pull the trigger on buying that thing, the chances that they're going to get the CAD from you and then buy it from somewhere else are a lot less. Assuming you have a competitive value proposition and a great offer for the customer. Hey, you were the one who provided me the CAD. When I need to buy this thing and make what I'm doing digitally real, I mean, of course, you've got a massive foot in the door.
That's awesome. Now, what advice would you give to someone just getting into sales and marketing at a machine shop?
Yeah. Learn storytelling. Whether it's sales or marketing, I think it's accomplished through good storytelling. So, this industry tends to be really technical, and we have a lot of engineers or machinists or manufacturing folks that end up in a sales role, and they want to start with like all the nuts and bolts and details. But really, it's about telling a story of how your product is going to make your customer the hero of their own story, right? And you act as the guide in that story, and you're there to help them transform their business, transform their leadership or whatever. And so you need to be able to fit your product, your solution into their story. Don't tell your own story all the time and make it all about you and what you can do. Make it about them and how they can transform for the better, how they can overcome their problem, how they can achieve success. And if you get good at storytelling, there's really an art and a science to it. And so whether you're doing sales or marketing or just really anything with people, being strong in storytelling skills is a huge factor for me, at least.
That's awesome. I like the way you phrase that too, because essentially we're the guides or the advisors leading the hero on their journey. So ultimately it's their decision. We want to make sure we highlight them. It's not like, hey, my product's the best product, come use our product. No, it's like, we want to guide you on the best decision to make.
Yeah, we are Yoda. They are the Luke Skywalker. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we will wrap up right there. Nick, thank you so much for joining. For those of you watching, stay tuned for more Rapid Fire Manufacturing episodes and keep pushing the boundaries in the world of manufacturing. Thanks again.
Hey, and kudos to you, man. I love this pod. Thanks, David.